I invite you to join me, to participate in this inquiry into the miracle of our souls, to become part of the psychic connection.
One love, y'all. Welcome to the Feedback Loop. I'm Naeem. Today I want to talk about an ongoing experiment that I've been doing for a few months now, which is trying to remote view the news stories a month in advance. Big news stories a month in advance using remote viewing. So for this November, I did a session in October. I posted it on October 25th to the feedbackloop.info. In that session, I described a murder, a death event relating to a very young-looking black, brown-skinned male with curly hair on the top, shaved sides or low-cut sides, teens to 20s was my first impression of him. I got impressions of this person running, being chased, fleeing. Upon further probing, I got a sense that this individual was murdered, beaten, kind of like trapped in, surrounded. And the sense I got was that of like a lynching, or a gang violence, like a racially motivated type killing. I also had a sense of secrecy surrounding this event. I felt like this person may have been set up or manipulated in some way or form. Emotions of defeat, feelings of emasculation, and just wrongdoing with this event here. So I uploaded that session on October 25th, timestamped it using the Bitcoin Cash blockchain. You can see a transaction here.
And now to the sad story of a Louisiana teen who was found dead. Kuwan Charles' family is desperately searching for answers tonight as to how he went missing and what ultimately led to his death. Our Elwin Lopez has more on the investigation now underway tonight into what happened and a family's cry for justice.
As a rural Louisiana town of Baldwin mourns the death of a teenage boy, tonight the family of Kuwan Charles is demanding answers. On October 30th, the teen went missing from his home. Days later, the family says his body was found in a sugarcane field about 20 miles away in Iberia Parish. What happened between when he was found and the day he went missing is still under investigation. While an autopsy report has not been released yet, Kuwan's cousin described a photo too graphic for us to show.
On the left side of his face, there is like a knot. On the right side, there's like a incision. And then like around his mouth area, like majority of his lips is gone, like he has been tortured.
The medical examiner's office says a full report can take up to 12 weeks. Yet the local sheriff's department calls the circumstances around his death, quote, suspicious.
And the mutilation done to this young boy is being compared to that of Emmet Till, which is a lynching that happened in 1955 of a young boy who was 14. So when I saw this picture of this, I recognized who it was. And you can see a comparison here between my sketch and some of the photos that they're showing of this teen, Quawan Charles. You can see my data here, my sketch, my data points: beaten, attacked, lynching, murder, injury, death, secrecy, feelings of being surrounded, manipulated. I uploaded my session on October 25th, 2020. Kuwan Charles was reported missing on October 30th after getting picked up by a friend and the friend's mother. So October 30th was the last time his parents saw him alive. His body was found on November 2nd or November 3rd, according to some reports. So looking at the timeline of events, and in relation to remote viewing, precognition, it seems like, my session data was available and posted on the internet before this young man even went missing. So it, begs a lot of questions about cause and effect, and the direction of time and precognition in general. There's a lot of questions in remote viewing over whether remote viewers perceive events directly themselves, or whether they're tapping into the mind of a tasker, or, there's a bunch of different ideas floating around about that. So take this into account, the timeline of events on this one, while, considering these kinds of things. Seeing an event before it even happens, or, possibly before any intentions have even formed, to commit those actions. If this is an interesting story to you, you can go over to my website, www.thefeedbackloop.info, and I've written a short article there highlighting some of the data and the story of Quawan Charles, and how it relates to remote viewing and consciousness in general. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Peace and love, y'all.